Hello everyone, welcome to Lever Guns 50. Today we're shooting this 600 grain Woodleigh bullet out of this 5110, and this is an 1886 Winchester, and we're going to put that bad boy in there and shoot it into all kinds of stuff. Hopefully it'll turn out really good. Hopefully we'll get some slow-mo. Y'all stick around, let's see what happens. Alright, there's the jugs we're going to shoot. Hopefully we'll get a chronograph reading. I just like getting more readings, and these bullets are expensive, and I don't want to have to shoot more than I have to get some readings and have some fun. I'm gonna get back a little bit because I don't want to. Let's see, that should work. Okay, that's 1967. So there's two of them. Oh man, it's coming out the side. Think we didn't catch that bullet. Oh man. Yep, coming in there. Yep, looks like we didn't catch it. It started rearing out the side. We don't have enough jugs to redo that, so we're gonna look in the bank over there and see if we see it. And if not, we know it'll go through. Let's see, we had 8 jugs up here, so it went through 6 of them. You know, last time it just went through 6 and didn't go into the other one, so it probably just barely had some power. So hopefully we'll find the bullet. Okay, we have a fresh mark right here, and look, right there on the surface is our bullet. That is on big bullet. So that's our bullet. It just barely hit the ground over here. I mean, it had a little bit of power. Let's see, it was more than that. I just barely made a dent. That made a good mark, but it didn't really bury in the ground very much. It's got a little bit of sand damage on it, so I wonder if it was tumbling. It probably, well, it kind of looks like it hit face on. It's interesting. So there's that bullet, and let's get the one out of the wood and then we'll see what it looked like. Let's see what it did. .1947 feet a second. All right, it's going 1947 feet a second. Let's see how many boards it went through. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Those are stuck together. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It stopped in the 20th board. That's an odd style of mushroom there. Thing looks pretty neat though, don't it? So 20 boards. It went really straight too, because these are little, you know, 1x4s, and it didn't go out the side of them. So that's pretty cool how it went so straight. Okay. If you can see that. Okay, 1965, which is feet per second. Let's see what it did. Now one of these boards popped over here, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Blew these two all to pieces. So that was oh, there the bullet is right here. They're expanding, but that's kind of odd because the lead's not being exposed. That bullet's really hot. So I basically went through just a little bit more than last time. It's going a little bit faster. That is a really weird mushroom. Well, looking at the carnage, we got that jug over there, that jug over there, that jug right there. That jug right there looks like it probably went underneath of our bulletproof vest or material, whatever you want to call it, and went through the bottom of this jug, and it's not in there. So that tells us it must be over there in the berm. We'll check it out, see if we can find it. Get back to you. Think we hit low and on this side. So let's just skip to the back and see if it went all the way through. So, looks like it went underneath of there. We're gonna just set up and shoot again, because I think we shot underneath of the, wait, no, here it is. There's the bullet. We're still going to shoot again. We're going to see if we can get a chronograph reading with another round. And I can't believe going through that cloth tore up the bullet that bad. Let's try it again and see what happens. Let's shoot one more shot. Let's see what the velocity is. That one there is 2,019 feet a second. (2019 feet a second). And let's look at that primer there. The primer's still pretty rounded right there. This right here is what we're going to be shooting into. Going to shoot across the chronograph. Hopefully everything goes smooth. We don't shoot the chronograph. All right, 600 grain bullet across the chronograph. I think we might have got it that time. That particular load is doing 1999.9. Basically 2,000 feet a second. Now let's see if we can find that bullet. Okay. So we know it's going to go through the paper. And then it's poking a... it's not that big of a hole. Oh, you can... On up in there, it feels like it expands out. Yeah. Up in here, it's a 2-finger hole. It's looking like it's kind of... Yeah, it's shrinking down. Let's see what it did through that paper, about like that. You can still stick one finger in there real easy. It's still going. It's still going. It might have went all the way through. Yeah, let's look. It went all the way through into the wood, right there. We can tell it went all the way through. I hope it didn't come all the way through the wood. So we're going to dig it out of the wood and see what it looks like in there. We'll do that in a minute. Right now I'm going to set up and shoot some water jugs. That right there is where that cloth and that bullet went in there. We're going to try to get it out there and see what it looks like. So it's still going. So it went more than an inch into that wood. See if we can tear some of this off there. It's not real tough wood. We've already shot it a lot of times anyhow. I kind of don't tear up the bullet. Get it out of there. I'm trying to avoid tearing up our bullet. I think I'm seeing, yeah, here. This just broke off of it. Okay, this is part of your bullet right here. I'll just barely put any pressure on that and it come right off. So let's see if we can. Let's get it up here. There it come out. Okay, here's our bullet. As you've seen, it went through all that cloth. And it was lodged in here. And if you put all this wood back, it'd be about, I guess you're talking about 2 inches of not so tough pine. But that's a lot of power for this bullet. Get through all that. And so far, I've just been working up a load as I shoot for you guys, but so far the top speed for this right here 600 grain bullet is 2019 FPS. Whole 600 grain bullet on this 5110 cartridge. Hopefully we'll be able to catch that. And so we got 11 jugs set up here, so let's get back and shoot it. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3 jugs. Four jugs. This one here does not have a hole coming out of it. Ouch. Shouldn't bang your head on stuff. This one doesn't have a hole going into it. So it must have stopped. Yep. It's in this jug right here. So let's dump it out of there and see what it looks like. There is what's left of that 600 grain bullet. We'll weigh that thing and see how much it weighs. So let's see how many jugs it went through. It went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then stopped in the 6th one. That's pretty impressive, really. I mean, it's lost a lot of weight, because I can see it's really, I mean, it expanded out and then the mushroom broke off somewhere. There's a little chunk of lead in that one. This one that went through the water was 370 grains. That's how much it still weighs. So it lost about half of its weight. And I don't think it's expanded out all that big. Looks like about 79. So then the one that went through the wood that got all warped out of shape, it's 92. So basically it expanded out to 92 caliber. So, and it didn't lose any of its weight. It has 100%. This one here that went through the wood also, it didn't expand out quite as big. It's basically the widest point is 80.05. And it has 100% of its weight. We have one more of these loaded up. We have it loaded a little bit hotter. None of these are maximum load. And we're going to shoot it into these water jugs, but I'm going to put up some boards first and try to stop it, and maybe we can catch it sort of in this configuration here. by slowing it down in the boards and then hitting the water. But we're gonna set up and get started, and hopefully it'll be pretty good. We was able to find these two pieces that come out of that last bullet, and here's some that come out of the previous bullet that was shot into the water jugs. So apparently water's just a little bit too damaging for these bullets, but all that wood worked perfect. So that's interesting. Here's another little fragment we found. So far, this is the bullets that we've shot. This in here was the one that went through the water jugs and into the dirt. This in here just went through water jugs and stopped. This in here went through cloth and stopped, and that's part of it. This in here went through that cloth and then into that log. These just went through wood. So that's kind of what we got. This one here is the neatest looking one to me. I think this in here just looks really neat.